Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is my mid-year video, mid-year, give or take, that I do every middle of the year. And it's basically just a thank you mainly to everybody. And also I'll talk a little bit more about some of the stuff. But to start with, thank you to everybody. Anyone who watches my stuff, subscribed or non-subscribed, it does make a difference. It's nice, and it also means that stuff that I'm doing, somebody likes it, whoever it is. Now, I've said this before till I'm blue in the face. I'll rephrase this. I know there's quite a lot of smaller channels, even big channels, will go, well, you know, I've looked in my analytics and I've noticed that 84% of the people who watch my stuff don't actually subscribe. If you could, that'd be fantastic. You know, it really helps my channel. No, that's a complete codswallop. All it means is they can get further and further up the ladder and get more and more money. So, for me, I'm not that fussed. I've explained this before, and I'll say it again, I can't make any money even if I get 1,000, 10,000, 1 million subscribers, it won't matter, hence the reason why I have this coffee thingy, of which thank you to the people who have given me some money for that. So it doesn't bother me, I just like recording because I enjoy gaming, I like recording, I like releasing stuff, and I like people who watch my stuff, so that's what it is. That's in a weird way how people should be, but most people aren't. Also, I've said this before, if you were to watch all the stuff on the right hand side, you know, whatever it is, and the things up here or whatever it is, and you go, oh yeah, I like that, I like this, and you spend like the entire night just watching random stuff, if you were to subscribe to every one of those, down here your subscriptions would be about 1,000, maybe even 2,000, 3,000, whatever, and you'd be clicking on them going subscribe, 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 and you won't watch any of them. You'd only watch like 3 channels because that's what you normally do, and the rest are just there. So, what's the point? Don't bother. I mean, no, don't bother. I mean, if you want to subscribe, please do. I'd like to get to my 1,000, because then if I get 1,000, I get a placard, apparently, of which I will grab a photo, if I get one. Watch it, they'll have some crap like, well, you're not part of the HA Partner Program, which you aren't, you can't get it. Or they'll change the goalpost again. I'll just get to like 999 and they'll go, well, you need 10,000 before you get the placard. You know what I mean? It's that kind of crap. Because I came from a point when I first started where they didn't have YouTube Partner Program, and everyone could put adverts on. Weird or not. I mean, literally, the people I not joined with, but people who were having channels at the same time as me, we had like about 20 videos, and we had adverts. It was fantastic. But no, they brought in this new awesome idea, which basically just screws over the small. Anyway, so this is basically a thank you, and some ideas of what I'm doing and what I've done. So, game reviews, they're still carrying on as is. I'm finding some hidden gems, as you probably noticed. Requests I do still, and I've done a couple. I did a finance one, which was interesting. That's it there. It's capital GPT, because that was a request. So that was a website one as opposed to a game as such, if you know what I mean. I mean, I've done a few others that are from websites as opposed to downloading of a game, so that was kind of nice. 0 to 1 reviews. Now, this doesn't mean such because you can't tell, but what it is when you go into Steam, everybody just lives by reviews. If you think about it, for anything, you know, Amazon, a clothes shop, I don't know, your favourite cooking place or whatever it is, you tend to go along, and if you're online, usually, you would look and go, well, how many reviews has that, I don't know, egg whisk got? Oh, 1. Whereas this egg whisk has got 32. Great, I'll get that and I can beat some eggs and make a cake. You know what I mean? So that's what you tend to do. Everyone just goes by that now. It's kind of sad in a way. But anyway, there's a ton of games on Steam that do not have any reviews or only 1. Now, obviously, I've mentioned this before in another video, where there's so many games now being released every day. I mean, I was looking at SteamDB the other day, and within the space of half an hour, 20 games have been released. Half an hour! So, and so this is why I'm saying about the fact that there's so many games you can't play them all. So I'm trying to pick them now and then, and I did some of those, like I did Scrapyard Arena here, and Camp Thunder I've done. Where's that? Down here. Scrapyard, Camp Thunder. There's Camp Thunder. So I've done these. These were 0 to 1 reviews, as it were. No one had any reviews on some of these, and I've done them. So I'm doing those. So that's kind of cool. And now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to release them in order with my other Let's Plays that I pre-recorded. Because the problem I have is I pre-record. Get my teeth in. I record in advance, as most people probably know. So it's just there. But then because I was releasing that one, Scrapyard, and then Camp Thunder, it meant that the others were being pushed back and back and back, and that's why this one here was like, I should have released this ages ago. I was like, right, nuts to this, let's just put them at the back. You know, if they've got no reviews now, they're probably not going to have reviews by the time I release them, but there you go. Need for Speed, where is it? There it is, Most Wanted. That's still going on. I love Need for Speed Most Wanted. I find it very enjoyable, as hopefully other people do. But I'm actually looking at another Need for Speed game. I'm not going to say which one it is for the moment. But I will release those on Tuesdays as well as kind of a switch. So I do this for the Euro Truck and the America Truck. So sometimes it'll be America Truck, then it'll become Euro Truck, then it's America Truck, that kind of thing. So it'll be like that for that. But again, I record in advance, so it ain't going to be anytime soon. But it'll be something different, and then hopefully you'll enjoy that, because it'll be like, today's Most Wanted, next time it's that other game. Civs 5, still doing those. Now this one here is a bit of a strange one. Somebody suggested me to do something, so I did. This was a bit of a weirder one that I normally play. But I already have another playlist already pre-recorded, so the comments that I got from this one won't be on this one or the one after it, because this was, I was recording it well before this had finished, sort of thing. But it will be on the next one, which I haven't even looked at yet, whatever it is I'm doing. But I love Civs. Now I know I have, well, I do know I have Civ 6. I've got Civilization 6. I bought it ages ago. Haven't played it. I'm 50-50. I'm not sure. I mean, I love this one. So you kind of like, well, you know what I mean? I don't know. Films. They're still going strong. I do request when I can, release them when I can. So if somebody requests something, I release it as soon as I've recorded it, basically. As opposed to a lot of these others where I record them and just leave them. They'd be like way back, months or whatever it is, and then I'll release them. But again, I found some hidden gems. Not all of them, but again with these, I tend to do the films that you... So I thought that was the dog. That you overlook due to low ratings, the black and white, you know, that kind of things. Like these are the Gamara ones there, or Asylums, or there's Hammer somewhere. There, Hammer. Or like I said, films you've never really heard of, like, you know what I mean. Or you look at it and think, not watching that, and that's got a rating of 2. Those ones. Let's Plays, well, I've got loads backed up. It's got some long versions types coming out. So somebody was like saying, have you got any more longer type games like Black Mirror? Well, I've got another Sherlock Holmes coming up at some point, so you got that. And some other stuff as well. I've got some random stuff, so it's going to be what it is. This is the current one. This is the Let's Play. The hidden object game. Euro Trucks, or trucks in general. Where are they? There they are. Boom, boom. Now these are great to relax. Now if you've never watched any, so most games are kind of talk as I play, and that's about it. I do the same here. I do talk when I'm trying to get out of the town centre or whatever it is, or when I'm driving I might just mention something. But then when I hit the open road, I do try to shut up, and then I can put music on that YouTube give us that have the fair use thing. So you'll hear music. So if you want to just listen to music, not all the time, it might be a 20-minute video while I'm just talking. Or it might be a 20-minute video where I talk for about 4 minutes and then that's just music. So they're quite good. Again, I'm in advanced. I've got a lot more than this, believe me. I've got issues with the choppiness, but I'm trying to get better. So hopefully these are good. Now, racing, I did Rocket League. There, I've still got some going on here, but this is actually going to wrap up soon. I've been doing some trials, you know, not go into a trial, but doing the game called Trials for release, and another racing game. It's not Forza. It suggested that I should do it because I've got it. But then I need an Xbox account, and then it won't recognise my email, even though I know that's complete rubbish because it's my email account, but apparently not. So nuts to that. So I picked a few free-to-play games and going to see how they go. I may end up with some paid ones, I don't know, but mainly single player. May look at multiplayer, but probably single player, like these kind of things. But they'll be released when this one gets released, not when this one gets released, if that makes sense. Combat Master. So I'm releasing Combat Master. Where is he? There. I do give up on it at some point. The reason why I'm playing Combat Master is because of Ironside leaving. I know, everyone who loved Ironside loved that. But yeah, it closed, so I had to find something. So I tried Combat Master. I did give up at some point. I explained why in the last video. But then I tried some other shooting type games. Again, they're all going to come out. Once the Combat Master finishes, there'll be some other game and another game. And then I may go back to Combat Master to have another go. You know, just because, why not? And I might do a load more episodes, but that'll be after, if you know what I mean, after the others. Then it might be Combat Master, and then I might just stop and pick another free-to-play game. Don't know, haven't got a clue, but it will be multiplayer. But yeah, but that's about it. Now, like I say, I will do the end of year, the end of the year. But this is a big thank you to everyone, again. And to also let you know that I'm actually still trying new stuff. Now, obviously, this is a problem when you do Let's Plays, as opposed to game reviews. Game reviews are different, but when you do a Let's Play, it's a bit down high. When you try something, it turns out to be crap. But then, sometimes I release them anyway, and one man's trash is another man's gold. Now, I'm not sure if some of those what the hell is this type games I release as a review or even a Let's Play, you know, somebody watch that and go, what the hell's this crap? I don't know if that's the gold for me because people are watching it. But some people have watched some games that have got really crappy reviews in Steam, and they've gone, oh, thank you God for playing this game or releasing it. I think one of them was like Bizarre Earthquake that I did. And there's a couple of games that I'm gonna maybe look at revisiting. I'm not going to say which ones they are that I gave up on for other reasons that I'm not going to say. But you'll know if you watch the game, you'll know why. For example, Starling Subway, I gave up on that one because I couldn't get out of the damn room. And then I managed to get out of the room, hence the new playlist, because before it was a game review. So I did it. And it's the same with some game reviews. There might be some that were full Let's Plays, but I couldn't finish whatever it was, or couldn't get out of the room, or whatever it was. So there's that. And that's about it. I'm just looking at a piece of paper. Yeah. So, like I say, hopefully you enjoy more of my stuff. I do see what people watch, not physically, because I'm not sitting in your living room, but I can see which are the most popular type of videos. Reviews, obviously, because, you know, they're quick and easy to watch. You know, you can watch a, what's that, 11 minutes long, or a film which is 9 minutes. So those ones always get the more, even though that's the 27, that's the 26, that'll get more reviews than this. But although Need for Speed tends to do really well, but then you will say, well, surely, but then people might be wanting to. So this is why I do all the stuff I do, because I play so many different types of games, which is one guy once said to me on one video, God knows when it was, this guy plays everything. And I do have a damn good go at trying. This Ghost Recon, for example, did I write it down on my schematic bit of paper? No, I didn't. But there you go. So the Ghost Recon, that's still ongoing. That's with me and my mate. This one here. We're still plodding on. What are we on? Playlist 3. So we're still plodding on. We will get to the end of it, hopefully at some point. And then we'll probably start on the Fallen Ghost. So I did that single player, but we will do it co-op. And it'll be harder when it's co-op because it's just us two, whereas this one is just me and the 3 AIs, so you can just say, you and you and you go there and shoot them 3 while I shoot this guy here. But when it's us 2, it's like, yeah, okay, well, I'll shoot these. I'm dead. Can you come over? Okay, yeah. No, hang on, no, I'm gonna. So that's a complete difference between those 2. But there will be more Ghost Recons coming out, and eventually, when we finish this one, we're going to hit Breakpoint, which I did ages ago. Which was, when I say ages ago, I mean ages ago. Scrolling down here, there it is. I did it there. So all the way down there. So since then I've played all these other things. That's a good game. I enjoyed that. In fact, I enjoyed a lot of these games, to be honest. But anyway, there you go. So like I say, hope you've enjoyed watching this. Give me your thumbs up if you like this video. You know what I mean. Leave a comment anyway about some bits and bats if you want to. Bear in mind, if it's a request of a game, if it's cost like £40, if I don't have it, you're probably not going to get it. But if it's like a 50p one, maybe, or definitely. Films, yes, people have suggested films. I've got one I'll be watching next week, I think. I'll be releasing. That is a request, so that will be the person who requested it. Requested quite a lot of films, so you probably know who you are. So it's that. Or it's not that, but you won't know until you see it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Hoodle, I shall scoot and bid you adieu. Bye-bye.